What's up, guys? This video is going to be kind of long, but I'm going to timestamp it in the description. Yeah, so check that out so you don't have to watch all of this for all the frames, because that would be kind of ridiculous. So, we're going to first start off with Ashe. Ashe is awesome in general. So I'm going to be showing the builds of all the frames that I'm talking about, and telling where I see them useful and what weapons I see them useful with. So Ashe, you can use Fatal Teleport for this. He's awesome in survivals, he's awesome in defenses in general, and he's awesome in exterminates. That's typically what I use him for. I typically see him more on the defense and survival side rather than exterminates, because there's a lot of, I can't say a lot of, there's one better frame in exterminates. I can't say one better, but just one that outshines any other I've ever seen in this game. Best weapon to run with him, in my opinion, well, and actually anybody's opinion, if they think about it for Bladestorm wise. If you're not thinking Bladestorm wise, it could be different. Bladestorm wise, the Tipedo has the fastest attack speed in the game. It will make your ability go by faster. So we're going to show Banshee. Now Banshee is also an awesome frame. I'm sorry, I'm trying to type the stamps in as I get through them, so it's faster for me. So don't ask me why she looks the way she looks. It changed. They changed the Soprano skin, and I'm gonna have to redo that, so that's weird. Yeah, so my build, this is my main build, Resonating Quake. So this is an awesome build for defenses or crowd control. Crowd control a little bit less, simply because there is power strength. I would change it if you're using this specifically for power, well, what the fuck am I saying? I don't know. If you're using it for, crowd control, yeah, there we go. I dropped the strength mods and all that, and added other things, sorry. But otherwise, this is just my defense build. I have my silence build, I believe, and this is just to stun enemies every once in a while, and it's kind of a challenge, so it's kind of cool. And I don't have anything else. Stu, I don't really recommend any specific weapon with her. I guess you could use like a Synoid Gamma Core, Synoid Simulor, or something that gives energy, because I can't think of the others off the top of my head. There we go. And yeah, I don't really recommend a ton with her. So the next one is my Ember. Ember is awesome in general. Did they seriously change a bunch of frames? I'm really gonna have to go back there and recolor these. I don't know what's up with them. That's not right. Okay, so I realize what's happening. They're reskinning over each other. So ignore the skins. These aren't what I choose. I don't know what the fuck this is. It's fucking weird. Anyways, so my main build for her is my just typical World on Fire build. This is just I walk around and everything dies if I'm lazy. Now my second build has more power strength, but that's after you get a energy orb and you reactivate your World on Fire. So that's cool. And then we have a power range crowd control build, which is also awesome. I forgot to timestamp this one. No, I didn't. Anyways, it's cool. This is more of a melee build, so I don't really recommend a specific weapon, although I guess, like I said before, any weapon that gives you energy procs is pretty awesome for her, so you could do that. Also, melee frame on that last build, so yeah, there's all that stuff. Next one is Excal. Who is that? 420. Of course. Anyways, Excal is fucking awesome. So let's go over my build. This is my current build I'm running. I was too lazy to format it, but it works really well. I don't think any of this matters. No. Maybe. Slightly. You choose that, I guess. This is one I roll with the most. Awesome crowd control and awesome exalted blade build. It could be changed. Well, when I form it, obviously I'll be adding things, but until then, this is just the way it's gonna be. I would add a transient fortitude and a power drift, if I could. Weapon-wise, I don't really recommend any well, actually, okay. I guess I would recommend the Nakana with this build. Also on Ash, I'm just gonna back reference Tipedo with Fury, obviously. Analog and Trigger. I should have said that. Whatever, it's too late. Leave it alone. But yeah, that's my build for Excal. He's pretty awesome. Pretty fun frame. And cool stuff. So, next one is my Frost Prime build. You can make this a normal Frost build if you want. Why the fuck are these frames so ugly? I don't know why they're reskinning over each other. Ew. It's a really weird bug. Anyways, let's look at my build. This is just for bubbles, so this is like a defense type of build. It's pretty awesome. My bubble takes a lot of damage, and yeah, this is a crowd control build, which is also awesome. I got this one from Tactical Potato. I'm not gonna take credit for it. Awesome build. And this is my dueling Frost. This is how I kick people's asses, basically. He's an awesome dueler in general. So, weapon of choice, whatever you want. Really, the way I play Frost on defenses is I spam an ability. Duels, I don't use abilities. You just use whatever weapons. So I use Synoid Gamma Core if I really want to kick someone's ass. And on the crowd control, just use whatever. So yeah. Now we're going to be talking about Inaros, who I haven't put as much thought into his build as I should have. And I do have an idea. So currently I've been running with this, but I don't use his abilities. I just tank with him in general. In reality, the type of build that I'd want is a lot of range with negative power strength, so I could desiccate and blind things. But you can follow this build if you want. This is Potato's type of build. It's pretty cool too. It works. I like it. I mean, I don't really heal much because I just face tank everything, but that's what it is. I don't think I have the other build on here. Nope. But yeah, there you go. Weapon wise, I would definitely use a melee weapon with life strike and use rage on him, of course, because you'll be pulling it. You can be channeling constantly, and you'll be pulling in a shit ton of energy and healing constantly. And no, you don't necessarily have to, but I like running that. Also, I believe it's new Loco weapon, so like Sancti Tigress is amazing on him. You'll get that extra health. Fucking awesome, awesome, awesome. So, god damn it, fuck my life. Bam. That's really all I recommend on him. I'll keep that on, because why not? So, yeah, Inaros is pretty cool. I feel like I went on too long about him. So, Ivara. Ivara is fucking awesome for a lot of things. Like, I mean a lot of things. So, I bring her on survival. She's awesome for survivals. She's amazing for survivals. I will be showing my dread build for her because it's kind of important. And Kerist. So I do have a full weapon. Now I'm just gonna show this. Bam. So Ivara. This is my weapon setup on her. So she's fucking awesome frame in general. One of my favorites in the game as of right now. She's awesome for survivals. For spies, she's the queen of spies. There is no frame that can do them as easily as she can. Like, she just walks through it, literally. So she's awesome for that. She's awesome in defenses. Like, I've topped people's kills a lot in defenses, and a lot of people don't look at it as a killer frame, but she is awesome with Artemis Bow, let me tell you. Also in rescue, she's amazing. You can use her my support build, and put bubbles down, and you can shoot the target with a bubble, so he'll basically be running to the extraction, pretty much invincible, which is awesome. You can crowd control with her and interception. She's just overall a great frame. Look at her builds. This is my Artemis Bow and Prowl build. Pretty cool. This is what I take into spies or defenses or blah blah blah. This is what I take into rescues for the most part. So call that up. So yeah, that's Ivara. Let's talk about. I'm timestamping right now. So we're gonna talk about Limbo. Limbo is awesome. Like the king of rescues in general. Now, the only reason I tend to bring Ivara instead of him is simply because you have to pop out of the rift to hack things. Now, if you're a good Limbo player, you can totally counteract this. If you just shoot a Cataclysm somewhere near you, like on the other side, it's awesome. But I'm not a good Limbo player, so I don't. Yeah, it's awesome. You can banish the rescue target to the rift, so they're invincible. So that's why I call him the king of rescues. So that's cool. I forgot to mention Inaros is the king of hijacks. Too late though. So yeah, Limbo, king of rescues. This is kind of the build. What? Okay, this is legitimately what I use on him. I haven't even reactored him. But this is really all you need to be invincible. So yeah. I really thought I had more on him. Yeesh. So, we're going to be talking about Loki. Loki was all around a favorite for a long time. Well, I think he still is. He was labeled as a god frame for a very long time, and I can see why. So I have two builds on him. I have a speedrun build, and I have a raid crowd control type of build. So he's awesome in defenses. He's awesome in captures and sabotages. He's awesome in the raid. Obviously, I have a specific raid build. Ignore that. That's my stupid build. That doesn't exist. But yeah, raid build, awesome. He's a bomb carrier in the raid. He's awesome in survivals. I don't know. So he's cool. Weapon of choice with him, really anything. Once again, you can use an energy weapon to keep his energy topped off if you want. Synoid Simulor is actually awesome on him, because, let's find it, he's invisible, and he can be killing anything in his area, and he could decoy just to draw in enemies, so that's pretty cool. He's awesome distraction for Vahek in the end of the raid. He's pretty much on my list necessity for the raid. But that's just my opinion. Other people have their own. But yeah. That is Loki. So, we're going to be talking about Mesa. Mesa is an amazing frame. Like, I've been loving Mesa for a while now. And she's awesome for exterminates, for defenses, for survivals, for mobile defenses. Just classify mobile defenses and defenses as the same thing. They're basically the same thing. She's awesome in general. She's a great crowd control. She's a great tank. She's a great damage dealer. She's just great. Biggest thing would be a Lex Prime, obviously, which I have to show the build for. I didn't show a tread build for Ivara. It's too late. I'm not going back. I know I said I would. Yeah, and I'll just throw it in here in a second. So yeah, that's the Lex build for Mesa. My Mesa build, this is an all around awesome do everything build. So your crowd control, tank, and damage dealer. It's pretty cool. This is a build I was trying to figure out for my friends who doesn't have as much mods, and also this is a lot less to max out than all of these high rank mods. So yeah, you can use one of those. They're both awesome. They're both basically all-around builds. Pretty cool. Now, I need to type something in. So, Ivara Dread 15. Bam. Because I forgot to show this off. So we're going to show the Ivara Dread build. Bam. This is it. So, yeah. Heavy cow because you're scaling off of the damage, not really the accuracy of your bow. So yeah, there's that. Alright, so next frame, we're going to be doing 1535 is Mirage. Mirage is an amazing exterminate frame in general. She's one of the best, if not, in my opinion, she is the best for exterminates. She's the best for exterminates if you have one weapon, and that's the Synoid Simulor. I'm not exactly sure if the Simulor works. I don't even have it, so I've never been able to test it. But Mirage is awesome. Awesome. Love Mirage. She's survivable with my build that I have as of now, and she pulls in so much energy, it's ridiculous. So yeah, Mirage. This is my Mirage's the fuck is it called? Blind build. See, this has gone relatively useless lately, but if you want it, there it is. So Synoid Simulor, obviously, anything with AoE. So Static was pretty awesome. Sonic was pretty awesome. Not the Merodetron. I don't know, anything like that, I guess. So we're gonna be talking about Nezha. We're just gonna say 17. So Nezha's an awesome speedrun frame, awesome for captures and sabotages. That's really all I use Nezha for, as you can see. So this is just a speedrun build. There's not much to it. It's just pure speed. So that's that. You can probably make it better. There's no weapons I really recommend for him. You just run whatever will kill the targets the fastest. I would typically run like a Sancti Tigress or a Tonkor. I've been liking the Sancti Tigress more though, so it's all preference. It's up to you. And we're gonna be moving on with the next one. Shit, what? 40. Nova. Nova is awesome. She's an awesome defense frame. She's an awesome excavation frame, mobile defense frame. In general, awesome. Awesome if you're trying to speedrun a defense too. Make your team more survivable and a survival. So in general, cool. We have our Slova build. Slova, I did not say that clearly. Slova. And then we have our Spova build. So those are those pretty self-explanatory. Slow Nova and Speed Nova. That's the little abbreviations. Now this is also what I like to bring into a raid every time I run a raid. I never run a raid without a Nova, Loki, and Trinity. Those are my 3 essentials, and then crowd control, obviously. But yeah, so those are the builds. On her, Synoid Simulor is great. Why? Because you're going to be pulling in a shit ton of energy. Enough energy to sustain your 70 energy cost on Molecular Prime. And it just does a shit ton of damage. Why would you not use it? It's an awesome weapon in general. So, we're just going to say 19. We have Nyx. Nyx is awesome. This Nyx has quickly been a frame that I just take to be lazy. She makes the enemies fight each other. It's pretty awesome. So, this is the build I've been using. You might be thinking, why the fuck don't you have a vitality or quick thinking or something? Well, I don't know. She seems kind of tanky, but I kind of want to throw a quick thinking in, so you guys can figure that out. I'll probably figure it out eventually. Let me know if you want to see that when I do. It's only going to be like a 1 mod change, so it's not going to be something drastic, so you guys can probably figure it out. But if you just want me to show what I replaced, then I'll figure that out later. Nyx is built around chaos. I forgot to mention an absorb. She goes invincible and will slaughter anything after you build up. Well, I can't really say that. Well, after you build up enough damage, she'll kill any like. Wow, nice voice crack. She'll kill any like lower, I don't know, like not as tanky targets. So awesome. I'm gonna say 2015 on this one. Oh man, that was last year. Anyways, we're gonna be going on about Rhino. Rhino is a frame that I have like repeated my hate for, just because fuck Rhino. But I do have a few builds for him. I have a swordy / roar build. Now this takes a lot of energy for the roar, but it gives you a pretty awesome damage boost. This is my stomp build, which is the one I like a Rhino to run the most. Because stomp. Why would you not run stomp? Stomp is awesome. Stomp, you know. And this is my iron skin like survival type of build. Yeah. I use a stomp on it if I run it. I've never run it, but I would totally. I don't like Rhino. So we're gonna say 2115. We're gonna go to 7. 7's like, as a lot of people know, one of my favorite frames in the game. Now, I've put a lot of fucking format into it. There's 2 builds I would use, this build and this build. This build, the only difference is a flow and quick thinking on this build, or a vitality and regenerative molt on this build. That's just kind of what I've been running. Awesome spore build. You throw in you molt, you spore that 3 times, you toxic lash, you hit the molt, and either I think you throw like a Hikou at it, or you just miasma it and you get a shit ton of damage. I don't know. Whatever. That's just, I heard it somewhere. I think Nooble Showtech talked about it, so you can go check out his Saryn video and figure the extra damage out, because there is a lot of extra damage. But yeah, that's my Saryn. There's a lot of awesome weapons with her. So Ignis is one a lot of people like to run with her. You can spread your gas procs easy with it. And Mutalist Cernos, you can just shoot that around your molt and spam spores on it, and they'll instantly pop, spreading toxin procs. So that's fucking amazing. Great way to just rape a Draco, as shown on Nooble Showtech's channel. Sorry. But yeah, he did show an awesome Saryn out. Weapons, mostly the Hikou Prime, but I do like to run the static core on her too. Hikou Prime are overall the best though. That's just what I hear anyways. Melee, use whatever. She's awesome. So, 2305. We're moving on to Trinity. Trinity is an awesome support frame. You can't deny that. She's like awesome. I know I'm saying awesome a lot, because these frames are awesome. Frames, they're all awesome in their own way. But, you know, she's cool. This is my build. It's a EV Trinity build. This is mainly what I use on Trinity, and it's amazing for the raid. Like I said, I don't do a raid without a Trinity. That's my Trinity EV build. This is my, I think this was another EV Trinity build. That was kind of weird. And this is, I believe, a Link build that I was testing, but I wouldn't totally go for this because I'm not sure yet. I haven't completed my testing on it, but there's that if you're curious. I would mainly stick to this build though. Quick thinking, because I just think it's better in the raid overall, and flow is cool. But I replaced a couple mods for those, so yeah. Weapon wise, use whatever. You're mainly going to be spamming your energy vampire. So we're going to go to 2420. Bam. And we're going to be talking about Valkyr. Now Valkyr was for a long time like my favorite frame. For good reason. She's invincible. And really powerful. This is my Hysteria / Eternal Warcry build. So that's cool. We got a low energy drain, really low. I'm not entirely sure if it's as low as it can get, but it's really low. Awesome war cry duration that'll go up as you use it because of Eternal War. So yeah, weapon wise, I do have a build on my Nekana Prime. Now always use a Prime Breach to deal with nullifiers, of course. But this is the build I use. Yeah, that's all there is to it. I believe that's it. Ignore that. I was messing around with a dueling build, and I didn't test this yet, but it might work. You can try it if you want. Your funeral. But yeah, so 2540. We have Vauban. Now, as you can see, I don't have a Vauban build, but I'm don't ask about the colors. I don't have a Vauban build, but I can talk about him because I do know a lot about him. Now, overall, Vauban's a cool frame. He has his Bastille, which will lift enemies up, making them not able to do a damn thing. So you can spam this. Also, Vortex is pretty cool. That does pretty good damage, as I've seen, I believe. I can't show a build off, like I said. Also, my friend likes to be an asshole with this frame and shove very brightly energy-colored vortexes in my face constantly and bounce me all over the place with bounce and shove bright Bastilles everywhere during the raid so we can't see the little computer panel thing very easy. So that's fun. He is pretty fun to play, though, for those reasons. But yeah, Vauban's pretty cool. Let's talk about Volt. 26. Shit. It's gonna be a little bit late. Volt, anyways, Volt, I got an awesome crowd control build, and I had kind of stole a Blosium speed build, so I'll be showing both of those. Now, weapon-wise, whatever the fuck, I mainly just stand there with Volt with a Huras, Kubo, or a Shade. So yeah, I guess, bam, there you go. He's cool. So my crowd control build is right there, and my speed build is right there. I can't say my on that one. This one I did make, though, and maybe someone has the same one. I don't fucking know, but I did make this. I might not have been the first one to make it, though. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, that's all cool. Awesome and fun melee frame if you run the speed build. Very fun, actually. I very much enjoy using him with Neramon. So that's cool. Melee weapons are awesome on him. Let's talk about Wukong. Now, as you can see, I haven't put a ton of work into Wukong, but I still know what he's all about. So, because I have paid attention to him. So Wukong, I don't really have a build on him. I don't know why I did that. But let's talk about him. We have Defy. That's the main thing I see on Wukong. Basically, makes you invincible. That's just what it does. Like, when I was leveling him up, it's literally, like, you just don't die with it. It's hard to die with it. Cloudwalker, you go into a cloud and you go invincible, I'm pretty sure. So that's really cool. Really helpful for just getting out of a sticky situation. Primal Fury is a fun move where you pull out a big stick and beat people with it. So that's awesome. But let's talk about an amazing frame. Zephyr. Zephyr is, like, great. Just one of the best combos in the game when you combo it with a Tonkor. Now, I do gotta show you this. It's so hot in my room. Alright. So Tonkor build, you have to have terminal velocity. For my Zephyr build, I mean, if you change the Zephyr build, you don't need terminal velocity, but in mine you do. So, this is my Zephyr build. Pretty cool. Makes them pretty much immortal. I like to say that anyways. It makes me feel good. Tonkor explodes on impact, which is awesome. I don't really use anything else with him, but overall, awesome. Also, just to prove this to you. Impact. Pretty cool. Awesome frame. Awesome speedrunning frame too, actually. Because Jetstream makes them go faster, and you have this weird little, if you jump up before you use it, attack. And I'm only showing this off because this is the last frame I'm showing off. So, nice. Anyways, that is Zephyr. So, about the other frames I didn't show, that's because I don't know a ton about them. But we're going to try to show them. Oberon, the way I see it, well, we got to timestamp this. We're just going to say 3025. Alright. And you're going to be extras. Not extras. You're going to be frames I don't use. I don't understand my typos. Sorry for that. Whatever. So, Oberon. He's pretty cool. Interesting. I see my friend, when he was using it, he was using Hollowed Ground a lot. I don't really use him, but, I guess that's cool. Renewal is an awesome healing ability, as far as I have seen. It's, oh god, I swear to god, I'm about to get spammed. And Reckoning, I don't know. It spawns health, so health conversion? Probably. I don't know, like I said, I don't really use them. Necros. Necros, I do know what to talk about. He is an awesome frame in general. My friend's been showing me kind of what he's all about. So he has a Creeping Terrify, which makes him an awesome crowd control Desecrate, so he's awesome for farming or survivals in general. And Shadows of the Dead, which makes him a pretty decent tank. So he's interesting, very interesting. His Desecrate's gonna get buffed. Yay. So that'll be cool. When I get Necros Prime, I'll work into him. But as of right now, lazy. Mag. What I've been seeing with her as of late is Magnetize being the main attack. I do see Mag users use Polarize a lot. Mainly Magnetize. You magnetize an enemy, it attracts... Oh, shit, dude, that cricket scared the shit out of me. It, oh, I hate bugs. It, like, any bullets shooting towards that enemy will, like, curve into the enemy, I guess. And as the bubble goes away, it'll explode with all that damage, I think. I'm pretty sure that's the understanding I have of her right now. Hydroid. Hydroid's interesting. There's the two moves I see anyone using with him, and that's Undertow and Tentacle Swarm. Undertow is awesome for interceptions. You can just sit on one of the things and be a puddle. Doesn't seem super interesting to play, but you can sit on your phone and play him. So that's pretty cool. You also have Tentacle Swarm, which with Pilfering Swarm makes him an awesome farming person. Basically, it just gives you an 100% extra drop chance, I believe, which is cool, and it's a decent crowd control. I think I would build him for max range. Probably. I'm not sure, though, because I don't play him. Stu. Equinox. Equinox is awesome, especially when you pair her, oh my gosh. When you pair it with, Sonar Banshee. Sonar Banshee is like the best with Equinox. So you do the day version of Equinox, or the guy version, and I believe you use Maim. If I remember right, you use Maim. I don't know why I was hearing something about Shred. Maybe that's an augment. I really didn't look into Equinox a ton, but it looked pretty damn powerful. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Also, you can heal with Equinox, which is interesting. Chroma, and I have heard a lot about Chroma because of Tactical Potato. Chroma's interesting. He has a lot of different types of builds simply because he can change his energy color and it changes how he works. So he's an awesome tank as far as I have seen. He's just an amazing tank. And that's the biggest thing I've seen about him. So Ice Tank Chroma, awesome. Bullets bounce off of you. I guess no bombard things do. It's amazing, and he will eat all the damage. I have no idea how to mod him. Effigy I see used on, I believe it's Fire Sentinel sometimes. I really don't know a ton about him because he's kind of complicated. So I'm just going to leave him alone. Atlas. Now Atlas is one I don't understand a ton. And I don't know. So tectonics, I believe, is the wall you use. I see some people use that on like little defense types of things, like excavations or mobile defenses. I guess that's useful on those. Petrify, stone, I think it sounds like it. Rumblers are like, I guess, a distraction, which is cool. He seems pretty fun to play. Landslide, I think, is his One Punch Man thing, which is cool. It looks pretty fun, but I have yet to level him up, so I really haven't played him at all. But yeah, he looks pretty pimp. So yeah, that's all my builds. That's all my Warframe builds. I have every frame in the game, so I should have showed them all. I'm gonna give them all a brief look through really fast to make sure I didn't miss any in this frames I don't use part. Nope, I didn't miss any. So if this helped you, leave a like on the video. If it didn't, then don't. If you want to see in-depth shows of the build, I guess, on any of these Warframes, let me know in the comments. I have a lot of these Warframes, like a more in-depth look at the builds on my YouTube already, in a playlist titled Warframe Builds, I believe. So check that out if you want to see stuff, and I'll link it if you ask, and it's there. Well, if it's there, I'll link it. I think I said that. But yeah, so that's all the Warframes and how I see them used and what I see them used with. There were a lot of awesomes in this video, and that's because a lot of the frames are, well, awesome. So I said this earlier, but I feel like I gotta repeat it. So yeah. Let me know if you want to see another video similar to this, but with like weapon. No, I don't think that would be a good idea. Actually, never mind. Don't, just ignore that. But if you want to see a specific type of video, let me know, and I'll try to get that done. I really don't know. Just surprise me. But yeah. And with that, peace out, guys.